Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here today. I've got a short one for you. My voice isn't very strong right now. I got a little cold or something going on. So we're going to do something short. We're going to talk about audio. No, we're not going to compare SID chips to Ultra SID or play different music files. We're here to talk just about the audio of the C64U. Now, if you happen to have a monitor like my Cape Rave here that you bought specifically because it actually has speakers, even if they kind of suck, you can at least play your beloved SID music right here through those speakers. Now, they don't sound very good, but they're better than silence. Am I right? Let's say, though, that your monitor, which most portable monitors do not have. Most portable monitors don't have full-size HDMI ports. Most monitors don't have USB-A pass-through. Most monitors don't have speakers. Again, I chose wisely. However, maybe you don't have a choice to choose wisely. Maybe you have a monitor with no speakers. So what are you going to do? You want to hear that glorious SID music? You probably already figured out, because you're clever, that if you go to your audio setup and the speaker mixer, you could actually hear the audio of your games and music through that little tiny crappy speaker that's put inside of here that plays drive noises and clicks and chirps, right? You can go down depending on which audio output you're using. Ulti-SID is probably what you're using, but if you're using a real SID chip, you might use socket 1. We're going to go in here, turn this on. Let's get like -9. And then we back out, save it, back to our song. Hey, it sucks, but it doesn't suck that bad. It's at least, you can at least play games or something. Maybe you can't appreciate SID music with it, but that's all right. I mean, again, it's better than nothing. But let's say that's just not good enough either, right? Let's be honest. That's not good enough either. So maybe you were clever and looked around your C64U for a headphone jack, right? And you didn't find one, nor did you read the instructions. Now, if you're an old school Commodore 64 person, I know this one's gutted. On the back of the Commodore 64 was this little port right here called the RF port, radio frequency. So this actually used a radio, kind of a radio transmitter deal to send audio and video over an RCA cable to a switch box on your TV hooked up to those weird little prongs in the back, and you had that little channel 3 or 4 slider. And this would allow you to have audio and video on a TV if you didn't happen to have a monitor to plug in. So that was pretty good. So if you look at the back of the Commodore 64U, well, yeah, there's that RF port. Now, it doesn't look the same, right? It's not an RCA, but it is like an 1/8" jack. So I know what you're thinking. That's for sending out audio video, right? This is a modern version. Maybe they've adapted the multimedia output through a 1/8" jack. This is a very common deal for small portable devices that you need to put audio and video out. You plug this in, you get 2-channel audio and 1-channel video. You can plug it into almost any TV, VCR, whatever you want. So you'd be forgiven for thinking that maybe this was an RF replacement. Well, let's be honest. We all know where this is going, and we all know that Shane looks bad because when he first opened this thing, he thought it was exactly that, something to do with RF. It's not. It really is just a headphone jack. So, of course, this whole time, you could have been enjoying the lush orchestral, well, not very orchestral, the lush sounds of the Commodore 64 through a pair of headphones. Now, that's pretty cool, but how do you share that with your family? That sounds pretty good. Look at that. That's pretty good isolation. Sennheisers. What do you do? Oh, that just went away. So what do you do if you want to share the audio with your friends and family, maybe your neighbors, depending on how much of a dick you are? You get yourself a portable speaker. Now, a lot of these are Bluetooth speakers, of course. This is a Bluetooth speaker. I borrowed it from my kid. But it does happen to have an aux in. Let's go crap on this thing. I should have washed this first. It does have an aux in port. Simple 1/8" to 1/8" cable. Plug it on in. Damn, that sounds pretty good. I would not complain about that. So there you go. That's kind of loud, isn't it? So there you go. Several ways to play audio. Out through HDMI, through that little baby speaker in there, through a pair of headphones, or of course through a speaker. And maybe you didn't know about that. It took me many days of owning this thing before I looked at the manual and realized that that was a headphone jack. Listen, just short and sweet today. And listen, I hope you enjoy what we're doing here. If you are, like, subscribe, hit that hype button. If you happen to be one of those people that have a hype button, please feel free to throw us a little bit of hype. Apparently, it really helps with the algorithm. And of course, when my voice heals up a little bit, we'll be able to get back to business with the longer form videos. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.